Will Cobra Commander defeat the Joes and the October Guard? And we have our first issue that Larry Hama was not involved in, and it shows. Join us as we dive into issues 7 and 8 on our G.I. Joe Real American Hero comic reaction series right now.
And before we go live, smash that like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a beat.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero comic reaction series. I'm Michael, and here with me each week for this series is Soundtracks with Birdman. Birdman, what is up on this lovely Monday?
Monday.
Yes. Tis Monday. It's funny. People at my work, at least, they wish everybody a happy Monday. Is that a thing? Are Mondays ever happy? I don't know. I seem to think differently.
All days are good days, right?
That is true, even though it's a Monday.
If one looks for the joy, they will find it.
That is true. That is true. Yes. But
so, issue 7.
Excited to dive into issue 7. Let's say hello to some folks that are in the chat first. We have Pedro from Portugal that is watching. We have Alfonso from Spain joining us. We have Juan from Barcelona. And we have Merida from Madrid. So, wow. And we have crew member Frankie Rivera saying, let's go. So let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I'm honored we got all these people from far away watching. Wow. Thank you. I know it's late over there, or early, depending on your life choices. So thank you.
I think it's very early in the morning for them. But it's all
waiting about that cover.
The cover's pretty damn cool.
It is.
I like seeing them back to back fending off them Cobra soldiers. What do you think about it?
A moment ago they were enemies. Now they fight together against the greatest evil in the world.
Yes.
Skeletor. No. Megatron. No. Voldemort. No. Cobra Commander.
Yes.
And check out that ass shot of Coco.
Damn.
He's
got some nice glutes.
I mean, can we get a Zorana splash page like that? Come on, people.
Do we ever?
I don't think so.
That'd be a spoiler alert for me, but
I don't, not that I remember. I mean, I was much younger then, so I didn't notice such things.
Oh, you that's when you're supposed to notice these things.
Yeah, no. All right, so in case everyone forgot, last week the Joes were racing to recover this Russian aircraft thing, and the October Guard were going, and they meet up, and they throw down, and then Cobra shows up and surrounds them and is like, we got y'all. And here we are, part 2.
Part 2. Yeah, I do like the little recap there. In the mountains of Afghanistan, the G.I. Joe team have fought their Russian counterparts, the October Guard, to a standstill, only to be overwhelmed by Cobra Commander and a small army of Cobra Commandos. The prize, the remnants of a top secret Soviet aircraft that had crashed into the Hindu Kush foothills.
Coco's given a little, he's kind of monologuing.
That's what he does, though, right?
He does. He is a bad guy.
Yes.
And he has to go through and like name everyone, like the infamous October Guard, Stormovic, Sarge, Harsho, Diana, and Colonel Brakakov, the inseparable G.I. Joe teams, Stalker, Scarlet, Steeler, Flash, Clutch, and Breaker. And Breaker's like, yeah, we love you too, Cobra Commander. Like, if you can't write, go screw yourself, so.
That's right. What is up, Mr. Kenzo's Creations? Thanks for dropping in. Hello. All right. So, yes. We got Cobra Commander sending aircraft parts back to their stronghold. And we get that lovely image of that RTV again.
Yeah. Did you catch the names of the 2 Cobra soldiers they leave behind?
Yes, I did.
Rattler and Copperhead.
Interesting. Yes.
The one guy does not look like a Rattler, and the other guy's definitely not Copperhead.
No,
Just saying.
not at all.
But it looks like they're about to get killed, and Clutch has a little remote control thing in his shirt sleeves, and he just mows those 2 guys down with the vamp gun. Just boom, they're gone. They're just.
That's a pretty handy dandy contraption he's got there. I mean, the Joes really think of everything. But again, there's 2 Cobra Troopers for 11 enemy there.
I mean, they're the only ones with the pew pews. I mean,
Pew, pew.
you know.
Well,
Pew, pew.
but Clutch is awesome. Comes through in the clutch. Guess that's why they call him Clutch.
And then we learned that Breaker put a homing device on the RTV, which, look it down in the box, that stands for Rough Terrain Vehicle. See previous issue, of course.
Oh, geez. Yeah. The thinking acronyms.
And we get in discussion about Georgia. Is it the Russian Georgia or the USA Georgia? It's like, this is my Georgia. Well, that's my Georgia. You got the wrong Georgia. So, but Stalker and Brackenhoff discuss a momentary truce, and Scarlet, it's like, we got orders. If we lose the cargo, we're supposed to break radio silence, contact Hawk, and get ourselves lifted out. And Steeler's like, I'm backing Scarlet.
Mm-hmm.
Stalker, this ain't no democracy. I'm in charge here, and I'm exercising my prerogative. Guys, but hey,
don't they
to
know
make a field command decision to examine the options. So Stalker's pulling rank and saying, hey, we're gonna go after this. And so it is.
he's exhibiting independent thinking and he is responding to the situation? Like, what would you do in that situation? What would Birdman do?
Don't know. What would Toy Habits do?
I'd probably do the same as Stalker. I mean, if you're a special missions counter-terrorist organization, you don't follow the rules. Come on.
That's true.
What's up, Door? Hail Cobra!
Cobra, whatever.
So, well,
so you think you'd be cool with what Stalker did? You were Stalker?
I think so. I mean, he's in the field. You gotta make a decision, and he's definitely exhibiting that he is in command. So I think I would do that. Although, yeah, I guess we'll circle back to that at the end of the issue.
Yeah, so they're driving now. They're across the border into Iran, and they run into an Iranian border patrol.
Yeah,
and they just kill everybody.
I love it. They take them out and just continue on without even slowing down.
Yeah, and they're like, who fired the first shot here? And it's like, who cares about the first shot?
Yeah.
It's who fires the last shot that counts. Now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
That's right.
Yeah. Dave Schnelly in the house, and George is always on your mind, right? Is it the
Zorana is always on my mind?
That's right. That's right. And if you could only see the text that I see, your brain would explode.
Yeah, it's all meant in good fun.
Oh, yeah.
But see all the dead bodies they just left behind as they drive off?
Oh my gosh, they're littered with dead bodies. Yeah, this panel's pretty fun.
Actually. And the Joe's like, well, so much for Iranian American relations, and it's like, dude, just killed everybody.
Yeah, just didn't even stop. It's like when you want to drop somebody off from your car, do you slow down or do you actually stop?
Yeah,
to let them out. Yep, that's right.
Well, if they find the Cobra stronghold just in the middle of like nowhere.
Yeah, The stronghold, it's funny. I just made this thought. It kind of looks like the monolith from 2001, but in like silver or blue.
Yeah.
Really nondescript thing. But we get to see Stalker strap on the jump, which stands for
Jet Unit Mobile Propulsion, which I totally forgot from 1982.
I totally did too. Yes, Dor makes a good point. Middle of nowhere equals strategically placed. We have Joe Fan 84 joining us. Good evening, my friend. But yeah, I mean, you gotta put your stronghold in the middle of nowhere, right? I do like that. But
Probably
yeah,
right.
it's funny. He calls it the jump jet, but isn't that a little redundant because it's a jet unit mobile propulsion, so it's a jet unit mobile propulsion jet.
Yeah. But, you know, these fancy G.I. Joe names don't always make sense.
No. Oh, Joe Fan didn't know what that jump meant. Yeah, it's so funny. Like you don't realize like what these acronyms are, and I doubt a lot of people have the blueprints handy or
The box.
or the box, right?
Mm.
Oh, see, Joe Fan is that much smarter tonight.
Meanwhile, inside the Cobra stronghold, Cobra Commander, this is a night for celebration, my brothers of the Hooded Serpent. For not only have we defeated both the G.I. Joe team and the October Guard, but we now have within our grasp the very seed of world conquest. He's having a good moment. And then some, you know, nameless dude, Cobra Commander, our sensor detected an intruder in our airspace. It's like, dude, I'm glad I didn't have his job.
Yeah. you don't want
Quickly
to
give me a readout on the monitor. No, it can't be them. And it is. Dolts, idiots, morons. Those two fools have let them escape. Well, they didn't let them escape. They got killed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And poor guy's pissed, man. You don't want to get in between Cobra Commander and his world conquest to deliver that message.
He takes it in stride, though. He's just like, okay, well, whatever. You know, we'll let them in, and then we'll just kill them. And he sends everyone to the battle stations. Yeah. Meanwhile, the Joes and the October Guard are developing a plan to split up and take the base.
Yeah, they got a pretty. I like how their plans are so detailed. Like I wish, like I think I said this last week. I wish I had read some of this as a kid because a lot of these, I would learn how to, for example, break into my school or something as a little.
Or when you go to Comic-Con, like you and Toy Sorcerers can devise a plan to get all the exclusives.
Oh gosh. Yeah. It's called
like,
Run Like
you
Hell.
Go to the Mattel booth. I'll go to the Hasbro booth. And then we'll use this other random person we just found to go to the Super 7 booth. And we'll stay in contact on our cell phones.
AKA walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
So it looked like they got a good plan. The Joes, of course, are doing the bulk of the work. But we get a little shot of that RTV again.
That is such a bizarre looking vehicle, but then like the next issue, it just takes that and it's just like, hey man.
Oh geez.
You thought last week was weird. We ate even more mushrooms this week.
Yeah. We got Pedro saying, here in Portugal, the only thing we saw about G.I. Joe was the movie with Demi Moore. Oh, I'm sorry. And now we are seeing in the Toy Habits channel. Yes, you are joining us for our brand new comic reaction series.
Neither one of us is as sexy as Demi Moore, but hopefully we're more entertaining.
Speak for yourself.
Whatever.
Yeah. Dor says, the comics went off the rails sometimes. Everybody died, man.
Yeah.
So it's all good. It's all good, man. All right. So we got the Joes ascending up to the roof, and we got a break-in plan ensuing. And before, let's see, we got that Flash with the laser rifle.
Yeah, I like seeing Flash get some play.
Yeah. Yeah, and he gets to use his goodies, but the door's open before he actually got to use them. So it's funny, they discussing how the markings they resemble a hot plate. Cobra Commander issues an order that to burn them all on the roof. Like, what the heck? Can't burn all the Joes.
Well, he like electrocutes them unconscious, so
That's all right.
But he switches from his hooded to his battle helmet thing.
Yes. Yes. It's time to shed the ceremonial cowl and don the battle helmet. I love it. But Breaker's pretty worried because Clutch got worried because he's lost contact with Breaker, but dang. Gun to the head right there.
What's gonna happen?
I don't know, man. So on the other side of the radio conversation, you can see what's going on in the stronghold, and it gets cut short, and Stalker lets the Joes know that they're on their own, and Cobra Commander ordered someone to scoop up the unconscious soldiers on the roof and step up the termination of the intruders. Can you step that termination up, Birdman?
And we can probably expedite it, you know.
Yeah. Yep. But they run into their first booby trap. It's kind of funny because Stalker lost his beret in the process.
He looks funny without it.
He does. He does. Doesn't look the same, right?
Doesn't.
No. But
did you have Stalker back in the day?
I don't think so. I think I don't remember having a lot of the original G.I. Joes. I think I remember the ones from like 83 on, but the original 12 or 13, no, the original 13, I don't know if I had a bunch of those. What about you?
I did. Yeah. He got a lot of playtime because of the comic book.
Oh, that's good. Thor had short fuse. We got Clint Jorgensen in the house. G.I. Joe is my favorite toy line, and Quick Kick is my favorite character. I love it.
Really? Quick Kick?
Why not, man? I mean, Blowtorch is mine.
Well, true.
It ain't no ninja, that's for sure.
Nah, there's Quick Kick. He's a stunt man. I think Quick Kick gets killed in the comic book.
What? Damn it.
I think.
All right. I mean, I guess a lot of people get killed. Or a lot of characters, I shall say. So what the hell happens here? So now they're just on some like crazy water adventure, right?
Yeah, like water starts to flood in. Because I mean, why not? It's, you know, it's comic book land.
Yeah, right.
And Scarlet uses her little throwing stars to dig in the side of the wall.
See, she's smart. She knows how to get everybody out of trouble. But they're hoping the crossbow is strong enough to hold three of us there.
And there's like there's just all kinds of booby traps here. There's a giant trapdoor thing, and then in the inner sanctum.
No, the sanctum. This kind of reminds me of like some Indiana Jones stuff with all the booby traps.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this next one is a big nod to Indiana Jones, but
Let's throw out some cobras, and just like, hey, and they even name drop Steven Spielberg. It's like,
That
but Flash just, zaps it.
yeah, I
All of
mean, I guess if you're Cobra Commander, you have cobras at the ready.
Yeah, Flash's like, I'll handle this one. I've got the protective gear.
Yes, he makes quick and easy work of the cobras. And Stalker mentions seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's full of Cobra troopers that begin firing at them. Good Lord. They don't catch a break.
They don't, but the Cobra troopers catch a hand grenade.
Yes, they do. And do not want to be on the receiving end of a hand grenade. But that's kind of cool that Stalker was carrying C4 all this time and just blows the door right up. I mean, they think of everything.
Ew.
We got crew member Giraffe in the house. Yo, Joe, Water Adventures. Bikini Scarlet coming up? Could be.
And some later issues, we just got to hold out. There will be Bikini Scarlet.
Okay. Is that one of the Hasbro Pulse exclusives that I got to look forward to?
I would buy that.
Ah, I know you would. If it had Zorana, you'd buy a lot of them. Actually, you can live Bikini Zorana, so you don't even need them.
That's right. So the Joes get in, and the October Guard are already there, and they ask for the Joes' weapons.
Yeah, it's funny. The October Guard had a much better plan, or a much easier plan. They just captured a Cobra trooper, took him hostage, and they had the hostage tell them how to get past all the traps. Very easy. Stalker comes prepared.
Cobra Commander shows up, and he's got more people, and he's just like, "Hey, let's why don't y'all throw down your weapons?" Kind of like back from where we were in the previous issue. But wait, what's that? Clutch is disguised as a Cobra officer.
No way.
Yes way. Puts a 45 to Coco's face.
Damn.
But I think we learn in later issues that gun won't do anything to his helmet.
Oh, all right. I mean, if you got a battle helmet on, it's got to be better than Stormtrooper armor, which doesn't protect you from anything, apparently.
Yeah.
Even just getting thrown down and body slammed, you die.
he gets captured later on, and they're trying to figure out how to get his mask off, and he's just like, you can't, because it's lined with C4, and if you tamper with it, it will explode.
Holy crap.
And they're like, well, you're gonna have to take it off to eat. And he's like, no, I don't. It's got a slot for a straw. He's like,
Dor makes a good point. Did he just come in the clutch? That's right. Come in the clutch.
Oh, yeah.
See? It's the second time. But damn. Colonel Breckoff, he ain't wasting no time.
Not.
But, Joes want to take Cobra Commander as a hostage. Colonel Breckoff has other ideas.
He shoots Cobra Commander, and it turns out it was just a double wearing a loudspeaker. Weird, but
yeah.
Kind of like a Doom bot.
Yeah, but a person who's now dead.
Yes.
So no.
And the Russians are like, hey, we're gonna ride with you. Stalker just slaps the girl. Like,
yeah,
jump off, sister.
Yeah,
plus it's cool.
There's a lot of stuff that probably won't fly nowadays.
And I guess that's Clutch. He's like, certainly have a way with the lady, Stalker.
That's right. Just stiff arms. Jeez. Push out. But In the epilogue, Hawk reveals the truth about the mission to Stalker. The plane parts were removed. So I don't get this ending at all. Like, why is it even here? Like, couldn't they just have left it without the epilogue? Because if they had just listened to Scarlet and actually checked in with Hawk, they would have known, right?
Those snakes would still be alive.
That's true. The snakes, the poor dude who had to put on the Cobra Commander suit.
Mm-hmm. The Iranian Border Patrol.
Dor, this is a bro only ride. I love that. Steve always thought it was a miss not getting any October Guard in the ARAH line. You were talking about that too, right?
I was thinking they did one or two in the much later years.
Yeah, but not.
But yeah, it seems like that would have been an easy addition. Like, I wouldn't call that a sub team, but it you know, be an offshoot like the Iron Grenadiers. Only,
yeah. I do want to say a special thank you to Steve, because he had sent us in-hand images of the Turtles of Grayskull 2-bop steady, which was really nice of him, and we were given permission to post those on the site and for everyone to enjoy. But yeah, in the modern era, they made October Guard figures. But I mean, with October Guard coming so early in the comics, like, you would have thought that they would have made, like, they could have made those figures really easily, right?
I don't know. It would come down to a rights issue.
What, with the month? Like, you can't use October.
No, with the character, silly.
I'm just but what do you think about the that issue and the wrapping up of that 2-part series?
It was the first 2-parter that we got. It's the introduction of the October Guard.
Yes.
I mean, it brought Cobra back. I didn't like the Wingnut story, or what was that guy's name?
I don't know.
Because it didn't, I like my G.I. Joe Cobra. I don't want G.I., for the most part. I want to see Cobra in every issue. So we got Cobra back. It's a decent story.
Yeah. Dor thinks it would have come down to portraying any Soviets as good guys during that time. That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a very good point.
And, that probably at the end of the day was the big issue. Like, kids aren't going to buy, American kids aren't going to buy Russian action figures. So.
Yeah, that's true.
But then on to issue 8.
We got issue 8, and cover is interesting. We have Stalker on his jump, and then there's a really weird vehicle.
Yeah.
See,
it looks like it's being driven by Snake Eyes.
It does. It's so funny, because I was taking a closer look, and I was like, that can't be Snake Eyes driving that thing, shooting it. Yeah. It's weirdly illustrated, and this is the first issue so far that Larry Hama did not work on. So we'll just keep that in our back pocket and in our mind. Maybe that's why. But cool picture of the Vamp and that crazy Cobra vehicle that we'll see. Codename Sea Strike,
which sounds awesome.
It totally does. Totally does, because you got on this page, you got the SRV-9, which is the submersible reconnaissance vessel Mark 9, and it's landing on top of like what is it, like an aircraft carrier submarine combo? I mean, Cobra Commander just has the coolest toys.
He does. I mean, when you got the bankroll, I mean, ball man, just ball on out.
Yeah. So get
And
to
we get Coco in this like really rad kind of red Riding Hood cape thing, and I'm just like,
it's a sea garb.
yeah.
Yar, he's seaworthy.
And we learned that they're after a something with the space shuttle.
Yeah, they gotta take care of that space shuttle quick like. So yeah, we got I love this elsewhere. We don't know where. Looks like the Joes are like in Antarctica or something.
It is.
I love that they have to like spell out the acronyms. I'd never thought seriously of going AWOL before today, and then they have little AWOL.
Absent without leave.
Which is nice because like you didn't have the internet at the time. You couldn't just like pull up your phone and be like, what the heck does AWOL stand for? So I kind of like it. It's all good. The Arctic looks like a good good job for snow job. But nope, no snow job. But no, it's we basically learned that this is a training facility, and it kind of looks like the place where I take my family to go sledding. It's a manufactured place where they manufacture snow, and you get to go on an elevator, no, on an escalator up the mountain, and then you just go down on your inner tube. So yeah, they're at that
That's
place.
crazy. That's just plain crazy.
Well, I mean, when you're in California when it's 100-degree weather outside, you can go sledding. But here's what is this? General Hawk? That looks like Duke, right?
He's Colonel now.
Oh, Colonel. Sorry. Dora is mesmerized by the flat top. I mean, he's got big flat top game. But
yeah, we haven't seen General Flag in like 3 issues, I think.
Can't have that.
Yeah.
So let's see. I guess he tells everybody that they're headed to the Kennedy Space Center to provide some security for a new satellite that's going to put into orbit by the space shuttle, because that's what space shuttles do. They deliver payloads like satellites.
However, at that precise moment.
Oh, at that exact precise moment.
Yeah. Now look at this. Looks like something I tried to draw in like kindergarten.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, if it works, if it does the job it's supposed to do, I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of just like floating there at the bottom of the ocean. There's no structural supports in it. It's just kind of there. It's buoyant underwater.
It's no sea bug.
No. Definitely not. Definitely not. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, so we get a look at the underwater base that, I mean, Cobra Commander just has all the resources and all of these just places to hide out and to perform his evil doings.
Yeah, because he says like in the next panel, soon there will be a network of these bases located beneath all the oceans of the world. No nation on the face of the earth will be safe.
Ah, that's horrible.
Like, dude, I just gotta say, if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't care about anything.
No. It's like,
and then in 2 days, we will test fire our first orbital missile. Thereafter, satellites will be launched into orbit by the hundreds. Warheads will be poised to strike any place on the planet. We will dominate the Earth in the sky. It would be our first step in pulling the cosmos itself.
damn. So he's not into world. He's going after universe domination.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy.
I mean, and we're like, what, 4 or 5 years away from Star Brigade? I mean, ahead of the game.
I know, right? So, all right, we got. Yeah, they basically have to take care of that space shuttle, or else their plans are going to be foiled. But little does he know, the Joes are setting up at the Kennedy Space Center. Nukes anywhere. That's Metal Gear. Metal Gear was a fun game. I mean, in like the NES Metal Gear, like the first one that ever came out. That was hard. That was a tough game. All right. Later at the briefing, it is told to the Joes that they're going to have a 2-ring defense system, an inner ring and an outer ring.
Yes. And we got Snake Eyes back. He's been gone for a couple issues.
Yay. Well, that's fun. Snake Eyes is always good to have. And
So
what's that?
Which Hawk do you like? Do you like comic book Hawk or cartoon Hawk better?
I don't know. I guess let me tell you that I'll tell you the answer maybe in like 50 to 75 more issues.
Okay.
It's too early to tell. Because I'm biased because I've seen all the G.I. Joe cartoons. So maybe in like 3 years I'll give you an answer. Does that sound good? All right. And we also have some Joes that are going to be astronauts too. Check it out.
Just like in that cartoon episode.
That's right. That's right. All right. So we got Stalker on the walkie. We got things coming out of the ocean that they've never seen before. And what the F are these?
Dude, I mean, I don't even see how these stay upright. It's like that. It is wow.
And it's a literal vehicle name. This is the Sea Legs.
Sea Legs, which stands for surprise, engage, and attack.
Oh my God. See, Cobra's got their acronyms too. So,
dude.
Yeah.
Would you have bought this?
Would I have what?
Would you have bought this if this came out in like 1982?
Oh, I mean, probably.
Like it could have a button on the back that would make the legs like flop around like a
ATST. Bought the toy? No. The comic, yes. But no, I don't know. It looks kind of weird. But it's the most Cobra vehicle thing that we've seen so far, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad Hasbro started doing Cobra vehicles because I think Hasbro did a better job than Marvel Comics did. I'm just like I don't even know what this is.
Steve says at ST ripoffs, Coco is a huge Star Wars fan. I mean, he's got to be. That totally looks like an at ST. But now they got to figure out how to blow them things up, and it doesn't look like it takes a lot because they can just shoot a laser at it, and one of them blows up.
Then we get some HAL action, and then the HAL's immediately destroyed.
I know, it sucks. It's like, come on now. See, you got to have something to tow on the back of that Vamp. All the G.I. Joe Classified series people, there ain't nothing to tow yet for that Vamp.
Do you think we'll get a classified HAL?
I think so. It's small enough. Yeah, I mean they have the MMS already, which is the blueprint for they have the SMS already made. So that's the blueprint for the MMS. And like all the little, like the jump they could do the howl, they could do the twin laser cannon, they could do all that stuff. Steve Cooper was lucky there were no Ewoks. Yeah, where are the Ewoks coming out of the? Oh, there, you got yourself some Ewoks there.
Yes. Okay. Hey, it's enough. Cricket. Great.
So
Okay.
we got the howl exploded now, so that's toast. And then we got the Mobat coming in and just laying waste. Yar, 2 more of them steel eggs. Yeah, it's kind of this is kind of more of a traditional military battle. You got both sides, what each other. Yeah, and we got Stalker coming through with his grenade again.
Man.
Bang.
Crickets.
What is Cricket getting angry about? Or what is what's he talking?
He's being bossy.
Bossy. So, all right, we got Hawk has a bird's eye view of the action from here, and he's sent out the rest of the team 5 minutes ago. So it looks like they're calling for reinforcements. And then there's some crazy stuff happening with torpedoes.
Land torpedoes, no less.
Land torpedoes. Now, how the heck can a land torpedo actually function?
It's a comic book.
That's true.
But Zap and Short Fuse are going to take care of this stuff. So
it's all good. And they do.
They do. And Snake Eyes comes in like a ninja out of nowhere.
Ninja out of nowhere.
And skawoosh.
Oh, the skawoosh. But we had some missiles launched from that helicopter there.
Yes, but it gets shot down by a rifle. I'm not sure that's possible, but we'll just go. We'll go with it. Yeah,
they're really good shots, right?
Yeah.
But it is kind of cool. So they have an amphibious helicopter.
Doesn't everybody? Don't you have one?
Mine's in the shop right now.
Oh,
but
okay.
yes, I do have one. I just can't use it right now. Man,
and the Joes have this. That's a weird looking helicopter.
Yeah, it's another amphibious. It's basically a helicopter with large pontoons on it.
Yeah. Would you have bought that?
I probably would. Yeah. This was what? Before the Dragonfly times?
Yeah, before the Dragonfly times.
If it was huge, sure. Like the Tomahawk, yeah. All right, so we got a missile firing up from the depths of the sea.
Yep, Cobra launched their missile, and then we get some space shuttle action going on.
Oh yeah, definitely need that space shuttle action, especially an upside down space shuttle.
Did you ever have the Defiant?
Nope, I did not.
Would you want the Defiant?
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty damn cool vehicle.
Have you seen one in person?
I've never seen one in person, but maybe I'll see one in December.
I hear it's the size of a dishwasher.
It's pretty damn big. I mean, I've seen one in proportion to something else, and it looks pretty damn big. So, but I do like the strategy that ensues here with diverting that missile away from the space shuttle.
Yeah, I'm not sure this would work either, but I mean,
Suspension of disbelief, right?
yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you could hold on to a missile that's traveling at how many thousands of miles an hour,
Yeah.
and redirect it. Now, with missiles, like current missiles, do they detonate when they hit something, or do they detonate on time, or could they do both?
It depends on what kind of missile it is.
Oh, okay.
Some like some some nuclear warheads explode above the surface, and then others detonate when they hit the ground.
All
They
right.
say it causes more damage to detonate above than it does to the ground because it spreads everything out a lot more.
All right. Well, I learned something new tonight.
But if I had to choose, I would just pick neither. So,
well, meanwhile, 20 miles off the coast of Florida, we got the Joes attacking that lovely underwater Cobra base.
they've got to get like some like non-Joes doing this because there aren't enough Joes to take that entire base.
Yeah. They probably got the folks, the people that like repair the vamp and put the HAL back together, and they're just like, hey, let's go on a cool mission. And we're like, okay, beats fixing stuff, but wait, what am I getting into?
It is cute. Like Hawk's like, round them up, Joes. Then we got to get inside and ferret out the main ferret. I mean, I said something similar to that today. I was talking about, out at the grocery store. I'm like, I gotta ferret out some Doritos so I can
get Doritoing.
Get the Dorito.
Dor says they got the office people to go to. It's like, yep, everybody's taking a field trip from the pit. And they're like, yep, got to do it. But I mean, so this is where the compassion of G.I. Joe comes in. They want to throw out, life vests or rafts to all the Cobra folks, but the Cobra folks are dumb. They just follow Cobra Commander blindly to their own demise.
Yeah, they're a lot more hardcore than the cartoon ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny just looking at the stark, that's like totally black and white differences between the cartoon and the comics right now.
Yeah, and they're like, long live Cobra, and then boom.
Boom. All them Cobras are dads. You know what they is? They just fish food for them sharks.
Yeah.
It's the cycle of life.
That blows up the getaway boat for Cobra Commander and Fairness. But that's okay. They just get on their sea submarine.
Where the heck did that come from?
From underneath the water.
Okay.
And that's the end of the issue. Baroness and Cobra Commander get away yet again.
Yet again. To do their evil deeds. So, all right. This one was a little kooky and off the wall for me.
Yeah, I can see that.
But, we had the Joes versus Cobra in an all-out battle with them fake at STs. But it's funny, like, why didn't we see some of this stuff as toys? Probably somebody was like, what the F? They like
no, just no.
They're like, nope.
No.
Nope.
And Larry Hama is not back for the next issue.
Oh, he's not? Oh.
He's not.
That is not cool. Oh yeah, the next issue number 9. All right. Well,
we do get a pretty cool cover with Scarlet.
yeah. And an unmasked Cobra Trooper, which we'll cover on the next show, plus number 10. But Thor makes a good comment. Cobra spent literal trillions on equipment and bases. They could have just bought the entire world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes hindsight is 2020. And, you know, after you've blown up all of your secret bases and all your troops get killed, you're like, dang it, I just should have spent my money on something else. Kind of like them Tinder dates.
Tinder dates and Doritos.
get to that Doritoing.
Maybe you get a Tinder date who's named Dorito.
But maybe are you're gonna have to name your next dog Dorito. But all right, well, that was interesting. Can't wait to see what issues 9 and 10 bring.
And you know, it just occurred to me, you never read the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic book, did you?
I didn't read any comics, my friend.
Yeah, I know. I'm still having trouble wrapping my brain around that.
I know. Sorry. Well, I mean, if we want to do this for the next like 10 years, we could do G.I. Joe followed by Transformers followed by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and just keep it going forever.
Yes, people in the chat, give us your voice.
Would you like to see this go on?
The Marvel comic Transformers are the OG run of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm like the OG black and white, violent as all get out run.
Oh, is that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one? Is that what Dora's referring to?
Yeah, it was. They were super violent.
Okay, I don't know.
They were not for kids when they started out.
Oh, we got votes are coming in. We got OG Turtles. We got one for
Transformers. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be willing to do Turtles just yet. I still have to get through all of the cartoons myself. It's so funny. I came across an Instagram meme, and it said, "You were this many years when you realized that who is it? Uncle Phil from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was Shredder." He played the voice of Shredder. Yeah. Oh, I guess the meme is right. You were this many years old when you first realized. So, yep.
Wow.
You're saying OG Turtles was very different from the cartoons. All right, so it's probably the same situation where I'm in right now, where the G.I. Joe cartoons are very different from.
And Transformers comic book was very different from the cartoon.
I just missed out on all this stuff. I don't know where I was.
And I'll be honest, I think I was in the Transformers comic book for maybe 12 issues, and then I tapped out.
You're just done.
Yeah.
Did you move on to something else, or?
I mean, I had G.I. Joe, Spider-Man, the Avengers.
Nice. Yeah, apparently, yeah, it's funny because I started watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, and I was like, I like to know who's playing the voices, and I was like, oh shit, it's Uncle Phil. Now I can't unsee his face now when I think of Shredder. I'm moving with my auntie and uncle in Bel-Air. But all right, well, that was fun as always. Appreciate everybody in the chat hanging out with us. Steve's got collected G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Moon Knight comics. All right.
Moon Knight's pretty cool.
We got Yakko voice Raphael. I didn't have the attention span to wonder about voices. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So, all right. Well, that was fun, y'all. I always appreciate everybody hanging out with us, and who knows what the next issue 9 and 10 will come. Well, you know, and everybody else does but me. But I don't read ahead on these things. So that'll be my homework for next time, is to dive into issues 9 and 10, and then we'll get to chat about it. Well, I hope everybody has a fantastic night. Would you like to say some parting words of wisdom, Mr. Birdman? Any PSAs like the G.I. Joe cartoon?
PSAs. Pork chop sandwiches.
And with that, we are out. Good night, everybody.